1 second. When you go to my page and you see this post and I'm live, share it so that your friends can get on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they'll be able to see it now, and you can share it. Is the last thing on my page.
I'm gonna put this on mute. Put my phone on mute because I'll be getting all kind of notifications.
Girl, I'm not even gonna talk about that. My son's getting in the next room calling me. It'd be crazy. First of all, we want to thank you for coming on. We just wait for everybody else to just, come in.
Okay.
I told you that I love your accent.
Oh, thank you.
Had a long day. How's your day? How was your day?
I lounged around.
Huh?
I lounged around the whole day.
Sound like a good day to me.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really good day to me.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it. I'm just waiting for a few others because your story is a short story.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to know, they'll lounge in, but yours is a short story. So of course the chapter is gonna be a little shorter. So
yeah.
Want them to know. But in the meantime, before everybody starts, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been writing?
About 4 years.
Oh, wait, 4 years? That's great. What made you start writing?
Well, I always wanted to write, but I didn't actually put it to the test until 2016 when I had a specific dream.
Oh.
So this specific dream, yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. So we already have a comment. I almost forgot to bring the comments to the front. If you want to see the comments too, I think you can click on if you look over in your right-hand corner, you're going to see comments. If you click on it, you'll be able to see them. Hi, Tasha. Tasha's already on. And you see the
So just click on comments?
Yes, and then you'll see them when they come up.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Okay, well, I'm going to get back to this 2016, but I want to hear your chapter first. But we're going to dig into that 2016 because I want to know what life-changing event transpired you to pick that pen up. But you can introduce yourself to everyone if you're ready. When you're ready. I've been waiting for this, Ms. Coleman, so let's get into it.
All righty. Well, as everyone knows, I am author Marquita Cole, and I wrote the book Redemption. Hold on, make sure everybody can see it.
Yeah, that cover.
Redemption, the taste of a woman's rage.
Mm-hmm. I did that cover already.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, she hugging him when she got the piece behind his back. Did he not, know the gun back there?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I like it already.
I will be reading to everyone. Of course, everyone should know that I do have, this is a short story, so the chapters won't be that long. So I'm going to stretch it as far as I can.
I mean, take your time. That's as authors, we have novels, we have novellas, we have short stories, so you'll get all. Tasha said, oh, it's going to be good. She said, oh,
I see that.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, yes, it's going to be good now. Trying to tell you.
We're ready for it. Can you show the
right.
cover one more time? Because we had people that just you can show that cover. That cover is serious, okay?
Yeah. Can you see it? Yes. Can everyone see it?
Redemption, the taste of a woman's rage. Okay? That gun behind the back. Tasha said, let's go. Okay, yeah. I love it.
All right. I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get
it.
Yes.
All right. Now, this is the introduction. This is what I got. Okay. A whore is a prostitute selling her goodies for money. A prison whore is a woman with no morals that doesn't respect herself and that take pity on herself. She has no values, that likes to sleep with inmates for money and pleasure.
Wait,
honey, you can find love in many places, Don't lower your standards and find it in a prison with someone that doesn't give a flying flip about you. Leave them sick men alone. Half of those men have probably been with other inmates, contracting all kinds of things they know nothing about. They whisper sweet things in your ears or slide you a note telling you how beautiful you are or how sexy you are as well. Any and everything will be done to get what they want. When they get it, they got you. Prison whores are so easy and gullible until they fall into the inmate's trap. Deceit, personal dealings, and controversy also goes on in the prison system. Sex and falling in love are in that same package. But when reality itself kicks in, there may be no way out. Possible eliminations may be in order to win your freedom back. Because if not, you are stuck and they will be in it to win it. You better hope you don't catch anything from your boo doing that dookie shoe. Gay love is in the chain gang. He may not tell you about that gay love because he's an undercover brother that's trying to make you his prison whore lover. Vengeance is a woman's tool for redemption. Redemption, in this case, is a one man's execution. Now, ain't that a bitch?
Woo!
That's my introduction.
That was the introduction.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. That was the intro.
Yes. All right. Chapter 1. Deception. Deception comes a long way. It is the act of deceiving or state of being deceived, fraud, or trickery. One day, a young lady, April Johnson, decided that the Department of Corrections was the place for her. She arrived to the facility for orientation, and afterwards, a tour was taken of the prison. As April followed with the tour, she and an inmate caught each other's eye. She walked past him and he whispered, "Damn, you fine." She began smiling. The act of deceit was in play. During the tour, there were 8 dorms visited by the group. No one but that particular inmate caught her eye. The tour was finally over. April asked her trainer the name of the inmate that spoke to her. The trainer said, "Nathaniel Evans." "Why?" April responded, "Because he made a pass at me." The field training officer asked, "What did he do?" She began to tell her what happened. The trainer responded, "Okay, we will handle it." April began working as a cadet for at least 1 month before heading off to CTC, Corrections Training Course. Now, all the while she was a cadet, inmate Nathaniel Evans said nothing to her. He didn't look her way when she would see him. He must call himself playing hard to get. April went off to training, graduated, and began working as a certified correction officer. On her first day of work, April's uniform was very tight on her, fitting all her curves. She went to her post after briefing, being assigned to a nursing unit. Arriving to her post, she relieved another officer. The officer briefed her about the unit and informed her about the assigned orderlies. Nathaniel Evans and Matthew Peace were mentioned. April instantly said, "Okay," with excitement. She took her post and waited for the walk to open for the nursing unit orderlies to be released. The orderlies were finally released and arrived to her unit for detail. Nathaniel and April caught eye contact once again. Nathaniel comes up to introduce himself. April doesn't know that ever since he laid eyes on her, he's had nothing but time to think of a scheme to present to her. Nathaniel began working like he's supposed to, trying to be a good worker to earn her trust. 3 weeks goes by. He decided that it was time to make his move. He gets her attention and slides a note up under the door. April reads the letter, looked at him smiling, and said, "Thank you." The letter read, "You look so beautiful to me. You smell good and look good every time I see you. I love your smile and the way you walk. Let me know what you think of me." Of course, he's trying to bait her in. April fell right on the hook and took the bait. April then wrote him back stating, "Yes, I like you. I've liked you since the first time I saw you. Thank you for the compliment. I think you are sexy too. You have a nice physique. I love light-skinned men. I'm going through a tough time right now. My man and I are having problems, and I'm hurt about it. But I have to move on. So what are we going to do about this?" Nathaniel knew he had her right where he wanted her. He knew that now he had evidence on her, the letter she wrote to him. Now, when she came to work, she brought extra food in to feed him and herself. Prison is an authoritative state designed to snatch one's identity. One has nothing to distinguish himself from the next man, by Nelson Mandela.
Shout out to Tavon White in the
Yeah,
foregoing. She got pregnant and possible. Jesus.
Nathaniel gave April another letter. This letter was in reference to him having her contact number. She thought about it and then slid him the number. He called her the time she got into the car. April answered the phone, and of course, it was him. He began telling her about a proposition he had for her. She listened to what he had to say and disagreed with the proposition. April told Nathaniel that she couldn't bring that kind of stuff in because she might get caught, and plus, she's scared. The proposition was to bring in cigarettes, 2 cell phones, and a charger. Nathaniel responded to her answer and said, "Okay," then hung the phone up. Nathaniel said to himself, "Man, this bitch done lost her damn mind." Now he has to trick her into agreeing with the proposition. The root of deception is dishonesty, not just merely telling lies, but having an ulterior motive to justify those lies. He now knows that he has to get down to the nitty-gritty. The image of failure was not to be drawn. He was determined to succeed in his mission. Therefore, instinctively, a defense mechanism was triggered to manipulate her mind of his respective antagonism in order to look at him differently. Nathaniel thought now he may have lost her, but not for long. Lies and deception goes hand in hand. Nathaniel remembered that he has leverage to deceive her. The letter that April wrote to him with her name on it. He decided to use another approach. Store call is held on Thursdays. Nathaniel bought a card, wrote in it, and gave it to her. Once again, he told her how beautiful she was and would like to give her a massage, asking if he could lick her on her breast. Put his tongue between her lips, just basically wanted to sex her down. Reading the card turned her on to the fullest. April began licking her lips, moving her legs in, pussy throbbing until it got wet. She made her mind up and took him up on that offer. Another letter was written by her stating, yes, meet me in the closet at 12 midnight during count time. They meet in the closet. He gave her what she wanted. She even went down to give him head. When they are finished, they walked out of the closet like nothing happened. April wasn't worried about getting caught at the time because the nurses were asleep. The next day, he reported to work with a smile from ear to ear, slipping a note underneath the door. The note says, damn, bitch, I didn't know that I can deceive you like that. I would have done that the first time. Now I got you. If you try to stop me, I'm going to put you out there. Now you are my bitch. I set you up and got you for my advantage. The feeling of fear and intimidation was flowing through her body. April had to do everything he said, even sleep with him and become his Becky. Instead of April doing her job and not being easily influenced, she had got herself into something she can't get herself out of. That's what happened to women that get caught up thinking the world revolves around them. Whether it is an officer or an inmate, deception has a common place in one's character. No matter who you are, no one wants to be deceived. No one sees the flow in deception until it happens to them. It begins when the spoiled baby cries their heart out as if they are in pain, but only wants to be picked up and held up to the elderly faking sick because they are lonely and seek attention.
First of all,
the end of my chapter 1.
Let me, okay, because I'm ready to dig in. So, wait a minute. Great story. I'm highly, highly interested in this story. April, a lot of people's like, no, April. They was begging April. Please don't go there. It's like they knew. So I had a question. Actually, Tasha posed the question, and I had the same question too. Were you ever a CO, or do you know a CO? So you okay?
Yeah, okay. I was one for 5 years.
Okay. So, and you saw that Ty posted about Tavon. I wonder if that's his real name, but I don't know if you heard. Did you hear about the officer, about the guy from here that got about 5 COs pregnant?
No.
Yes, you need to Google that. When you get off, Google inmate gets the COs pregnant. It was like 5 of them that worked at the, they had prison baby. They had a little whole prison baby thing going on. Do you find that that's quite common though?
Yes, it's very common. That's why I wrote the book. Because I mean, this is not a true story, but
that was my next question.
It's life known events that happen in the prison system.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Why do you think some of these COs get tricked by the inmates? Like they can lose everything, their job, their freedom, because they can go to jail. Because you know they're going to face in jail time. You sneak a contraband and stuff into the jail system. You know that you could go to jail.
Yeah.
Is it loneliness? Because I'm like, it's but so much a man can do from the bars of the cell, and there's not so much love notes he can write on them toilet tissues. And you know what they do? Sends a bag of chips through the toilet. Because I heard they do what is called fishing. It ain't enough fishing in the world, girl. Like, you know, I was shocked. Yes, I was shocked. I was watching a prison documentary, and they were showing that the ladies and the men in the jails were having relationships, and they were sending love letters and stuff to the toilet bowl. Shit coming all out of the toilet bowl when they bringing the love notes and chips and Doritos and stuff. And I was like, wow. But to hear that COs do it, you know. And this book sounds very much, it's almost like, and I know I gotta get the story, but it's almost like he was already set, like he said, he gave her that note, he knew he had her.
Yeah.
He knew he had her.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned in 2016, something caused you to pick up the pen. You always wanted to write, but 2016 made you do that. What happened in 2016?
I had a dream about writing, and I wanted to create a romance story. And so I thought to myself, by me being a CO and I know a little bit about the tricks and trades, why don't I turn my romance story, into a thriller, drama, suspense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dealing with the relationship between an inmate and a correction officer. So yeah.
I like that. Let me ask you, when you write, what is the process that you write? And do you have a specific process, or do you just kind of free write and make it flow?
Yeah, that's what I do. I free write. Most of my stories come from dreams that I have.
Oh, I like that. This is something different.
Huh?
I say that's different. I never heard this one before, so I'm gonna dig into. So you'll have a dream, and that's kind of where you get
most of my stories,
your creativeness. And okay.
Mm-hmm. And when I remember it, I mean, the dream be so good, and something just tell me turn that into a story.
One could say that you were destined to be an author. Honestly,
yeah,
you were kind of destined. No, when you could dream and your dreams are so juicy, and you get up and it inspires you to be creative and write a whole, book and a novel. Like, yes, like you got it. Because some people have dreams and they can't get up and turn it into a book. So maybe you really found your mark. You found what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Do you write full time, or what do you do? Because you don't work in the jail anymore, do you?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. You write full time?
No, I don't write full time. After I wrote this book, well, actually, after I wrote this book, I started another story, and then after I finished that one, I started another story.
See?
So yeah, I guess so. I'm a full time.
It is. Listen, people don't know writing is full time. Okay.
Yeah.
Even when you have a full time job, when you write, it's full time because you put in 8 hours and sometimes more in your real job. How long did it take you to write a book, a novel? How long did it typically take you?
It depends. Because things can happen to where I don't feel like writing, and then I just want to start back working on my story.
Yeah.
So sometimes it'll take about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like me. I see writers that they can knock them books out. But for me, I always say that it usually take me a couple months to a year to really get into my characters and to fully understand them. After you write the book and then you go back and you read the draft and you put the second draft down and your third draft down and and by the time you do that, something may have changed that you have to go back and change the book. So
Mm-hmm.
it take a year. Is there any authors that inspire you?
No. But I mean, I do have a couple of authors that I like though.
Because I could say I think as soon as you started reading, I was looking at your style. I'm just looking at some of the questions now because people submitted questions too. So I'm just looking. Yeah. But before, when you started reading your book, I kind of said I can pick up that you have your own writing style.
Yeah.
You have your own style of writing. It seems pretty down to earth, straight up. Anybody would you consider yourself an urban writer, an urban fiction writer, or you don't like to box yourself in?
Well, I do consider myself as an urban fiction writer, but I write in all genres.
Okay. In all genres.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you ever do? Because I had paranormal. I had a couple authors doing paranormal, and I was just so dope for me to see Black authors in that genre that I was just like, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Someone asked this. Someone asked this. What is the first book that made you cry? Did a book ever make you cry?
No.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of question is this? Now, did you have a movie that ever made you cry?
Oh, all kinds of movies. I'm a big baby. I'm a big baby. Yeah.
If someone right now said, look, I want to turn this into a movie, would that be something you consider?
Yes, most definitely. As
Because
a
I
matter
do
of
see.
fact, I'm working with a young lady, and we've been talking about turning the book into a movie.
Yes.
So yeah, and we're looking for she's handling that. She's looking for a team to get the
Script
process
writers,
going.
script writers and something of that sort. I like that. Now, you said you're working with a young lady. How important is it to network with other authors?
Um, it's important to network with other authors, because everyone needs, certain criticisms. Everyone needs help with something, and everyone needs support. So yeah, it's pretty much important to connect with other authors.
How are you getting yourself out there as a self-published author? I'm assuming you self-published.
No,
Oh, so which label you're under? Which book?
page publishing.
Okay, well, how did that go? How was the process like? If someone, because I self-publish, so if someone now want to say, oh, I don't want the headache, because self-publishing is a headache. Now, say someone says, oh my God, I want to take that route. What advice would you give them? Did you look for an agent? Did you, submit your book yourself? How did you get that?
Well, at first I wanted to self-publish because some people, people was telling me that I should self-publish, but self-publishing was kind of like a headache. So I took another route and wanted to go with a publishing company. So what I did was I did my own research, making sure that I went with the right people that's going to back me all the way and do a good job.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's what happened.
Okay, now Ty Hill said he has a question. Please ask your question, Ty Hill. And in the meantime, Tasha said, what's your next project?
Oh, my next project, it's basically like a medieval battle.
Oh, so
And
you really diverse in your
yeah,
writing.
yeah, it's called Mei-Ling and Sonia, the Princesses of War. And they're twins. Back in the medieval time, they end up getting betrayed by their uncle, and when they got betrayed by their uncle, it was time to kick some ass.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
listen, you really gotta, when you drop that, you gotta come back so we can get into the first chapter of that. Ty Hill said, will she stay in the jails or different? Are you asking,
Huh?
well, she can't tell the book, I think.
Will she stay in the jails or different? What that mean? What is he
Now,
asking?
you got to reword that one so we can
Yeah.
understand. So we can understand it. Now, I usually ask he laughing. I usually ask everybody this. What is your do you have a writing area? And if so, is there anything like in your writing area that must be there? That like you see, I first of all, I need my cup, I need my little sayings, my affirmations, I need that all around. I need my my candles. I know me. Is there anything that you need in your writing area when you're writing?
No. I don't need any music, no TV, no coffee, anything like that. I just start writing.
Oh, wow, excellent. So, no, honestly, listen, I need to get in the mood, okay? Ty said, I was scared my question was the same as Tasha. Okay, so Tasha asked this question.
Oh,
So,
asking if her next book would be about something in the jail or prison, or will
be
it be
something
something
different.
different? But
Oh,
now
yeah.
I am working on my sequel to this book.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you definitely got to come back. So could you please tell everyone where they can find you, where they can buy your book? We already been plugging it. I'm about to put up a banner for you guys to see everything that she have going on. Website, www.marquitacoleman.com, social media. It's Author Marquita Coleman on Facebook, Instagram, authoress, Ms. MZ, Marquita_Coleman. And purchase her books at Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Google Play. And you said iTunes as well, right?
And iTunes, yes. iTunes as well. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I missed?
No. Have you shared your book with your old coworkers? Yes, I did. They bought them. Yeah, they bought it.
They probably was
and
like,
they loved, and they loved
what she talking about? She talking about, Bone Weisha. You know what would be funny? Like, listen, by you doing it, have you registered your book so that it's able to people in jail and prisons? You can able to buy it and sell it and like send it to them. Because I know that would be what you want. You probably started writing there if your book get in there. They'd be like, somebody messing up my.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't.
Hey, Lord have mercy. So look, they just go have to hear about it. I thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. You have a blessed night. You be safe.
Thank you.
And please come back on again. Anytime you have any book, you're always welcome to come read the first chapter. Please, everyone, make sure you go out and you support Marquita.
Yes.
All her information is right there. I have it. It'll be right here. Still plug. Tasha been plugging it right in the comment section. So you can click on the link. Tasha even put the link. So follow her on her social medias. Let's build her up.
Yes, thank you so much.
No, thank you. You have a blessed night.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. So, thank you all for tuning in with me. Here is some more information, just in case you're new. Please visit my website, ExSTARdinary.com. You can also be on my Facebook on this page, but I also have the Keisha Starr fan page because this page is maxed out all the time. Keisha Starr on Instagram, Twitter, IG, and Clubhouse. My email is bookkeishastarr@gmail.com. And please, 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 I am building our writing group. Let me bring Marquita back on there too. Marquita, I put you back on just so they know I'm building the writing group at ExSTARdinaryWriters.com. Y'all be sure to go in there and just listen, promote, and do anything you want to do in there. This is a safe place for us authors and avid readers that want to ask questions too.
Okay, awesome. Okay. That's great.
Yeah, so it's ExSTARdinary, ExSTARdinary writers. You send that and we'll let you write in. We're building it up. We don't want none of those groups that be telling you can only post on Sunday at between 5 and 2. Hours operations. I'm not for it. I'm not. It's about 50 groups, and I'm not trying to figure out which one I can post it today. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but but thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, send me that link too, because I
will. I sure will. Okay, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back next week at Thursday, 8:00 p.m. Oh, you're going to love the author that's coming up this week. She is so funny. You're about to see. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Tasha.